solution is for us to have customers that demand the HP product. So it's more than just design, it's the complete solution that we offer. The best way for you guys to see the dramatic change that took place is always a game of before and after. So here's a game for you that you guys get to play with us. That is what HP used to produce a few years ago. Was it unique? No. It was me too. It was an assembly of parts, okay? It was what an engineer said, hey, I can put this here, I can put this here, everything together. Look, it's all done. No, the answer was you just assembled parts. You didn't create anything special, unique, or long-lasting. The difference in process today is we use a process called insights to innovation. And we bring that in because it allows us to look and seek opportunity. It is heavily in data when we do research analysis that gives us, I think, an opportunity to know where to aim, where to focus. So we go from this to this. This is the NV 34-inch curved screen all-in-one. Now, what is so unique about this is that we've created something that is extremely, I'll say, iconic for the industry. You have this beautiful kind of curved glass that sits above a speaker bar. It has similarity to the consumer electronics field of TVs and speaker bars, but we brought it into the PC function. And what's unique now is, could you imagine putting that on your home desk? No. This one, easily on your home desk, but it goes further. We even start to see this become center points within the home. As you start to look and expand the focus and function of the products, we see our customers using these in new and unique ways. So that was a portable a few years ago from HP. It almost looks like the pen wants to run away from it and it's on a leash, right? So the key thing here though is, what we did is we went and through insights to innovation, there is an opportunity to do a portable that everyone wants. We produced the X360. Now what will be interesting to many of you is, we weren't the first to do the X360, but we set out from a design team to do the best. And so we went from 0 market share to now leading in many marketplaces because of that product. We went from no premium product to now a premium product because of that product. And now we're in our 4th generation that you see today of doing that exact product. Each one is better. Every design that we do, the challenge to the design team is you must be better than the prior. This is a good one. Look at that. 51 years ago, that was an HP computer. It was modular. You can add components, you can take components away. 51 years, we made some changes. 51 years later, that's a modular PC from us. So this is the product called Slice. And what it is you can add and subtract things like Legos. It allows you the flexibility of all the things that you may have had in the past, but it's not the size of a room, it's the size of a cigar box. It doesn't just sit on your desk, it actually goes in conference rooms, because inside there also has Skype controls, you can do voice over IP, it's so much more. This would have been a magazine that we would have said, yes, we made it to a magazine, we're on the cover, we're here, we're there. That's nothing wrong with it. We still want to be in the tech industry. But what's interesting is, being in that magazine is great if you're focused on tech. But if you're focused on lifestyle, it's that magazine, when we show up there, all of a sudden you go, wow, HP isn't just a technology company, it's a company designing products for one's lifestyle. And it's not where we're trying to make an ad. I don't want you guys to think that's just an advertisement inside there. What that is magazines contacting us to put us in and on your cover. Products like this, which is the Spectre 13 that we introduced about a year ago. It's the thinnest Core I product out there. And we did that as a challenge to the designers. Literally, the designers sat in a room and we said, what are we going to build next? And the discussion was, let's go do a 10 millimeter notebook. Let's go do a 10 millimeter notebook that's Core I. And what's interesting is, everyone said, you can't do it. Even Intel said, you can't do it. And what's interesting is, we did it. And when you do stuff like that, you learn, you grow, and you can produce many new things. But it was more than just the technology. It was the materials. So for us, it's a great honor to get contacted from a local magazine and ask us, can we do an article on that product because it was so unique and compelling. That's a really good reflection of how far we've come in 4 years. To be on the pages of Vogue, to be mentioned as a contributor to the success of a CEO of a large consumer electronics retail outlet, those are some really nice achievements. But that's only today. So where are we going in the future? So let's talk a little about some of the trends that we look at. So for us, you have to be kind of almost all sensors open. You have to always be looking to what's going to be the next influence. And we use many different groups out there. This is just a few. So Packard Paris or WGSN, we use CMG many times for color. These are reference points for us. Now, mind you, we have CMF designers on staff, but what this does is allow us to think internally, also externally. What you see on the table there is just tables of materials and supplies that we will go through every year as a campaign. What will be the next thing? But we use these sites for reference so that we can kind of understand what will come next. What's nice about this is that you start to see pages and pages of reference. But you know what's unique on this? And this happens this year. If you look at the top, all of a sudden, we used to seek what was in the pages, only to find we're now on the pages in which people seek. So in 4 years, we've made a massive transition from really kind of not very memorable to something that has actually caught those eyes out there from the consumer perspective. And we've done it through uses of new materials. So you guys may not know, but the bottom of these systems is actually a very exotic carbon fiber, so we can get it thin enough and structurally sound. We spent countless hours to actually work weaves of our acoustic fabrics through our all-in-ones and other products so that it fits right in the home domestic. To get the cloth right, to make sure that's a heather cloth so you're on trend was very, very key for us. The crafted aluminum, I can tell you that we have perfected it. We've not only done it in the consumer segment, we've done it in the commercial segment. We went and studied this and looked at how we can optimize this. And we didn't just make another silver box. What we did is we used unique methods to create unique finishes. So premium finishes for us has really been a very focused effort across the team. So I'm going to break it down for you in a few pieces. So let's talk about the heroes that you guys got to see earlier. But I'm going to give you a little bit of insight on all the heroes. Okay? Spectre 13, which is the notebook that you guys have seen. This was a huge challenge because we did it once and we did 10 millimeters. 10 millimeters was a great goal. But you know what? We couldn't achieve everything in that 10 millimeters. In that 10 millimeters, we couldn't achieve touch. We had okay battery life. We had okay performance. But if you're going to do it again, you really need to think more about that end user and the experience. It's not just design. So we went back to the drawing board and we've gone from something that was thin to something that's thin and narrow. We've gone from a very wide border to a very narrow border. We've reduced every extra piece in this so that we've literally vacuum packed it. So it's a very small package. But the left one, no touch. You go to the right one, touch. The left one had dual core. You go to the right one, now quad core. You had okay battery life, far better battery life. So think about that. It's all those things, But remember that dimension? It's still 10 millimeters. So it's now the world's thinnest, highest performance notebook. You can get there with other means, but you'll never deliver that total solution. It is exquisite. We had to develop special hinges to actually make it function and work. And what's nice about it is it became a canvas for new opportunities. So as we go and explore different materials, we started to look at, I will call it the holy grail of color, ceramic white. It is a very hard thing to do. And it's hard to do it with a dependability and durability you need. So, pale gold, very much on trend. Ceramic white, something that has a precious quality to it. So what you see is the new Spectre 13, and it's not just ceramic white, it's not just pale gold. It is actually two surfaces all in one. What you see is the gold is actually achieved through anodization. The white is achieved through a process called AED, Advanced Electrodeposition. We had to develop those processes, and it's all done in one piece of aluminum. One single piece of aluminum, and we're able to do all those finishes. From the outside to the inside, it's exquisite. You see the beautiful white, you see the AED finish, and what I'm happy to tell you is that AED finish is actually 2.5 times more durable than the other finish. So not only is it a beautiful color, it is a color that resists wear and is really, I think, iconic. The design on it itself is meant to be thin, but one of the things that I love about this product is that if you look along the edge, you guys can see them. And when you get up close and you take a look at it, we actually thought to the degree of when you open and close this product, what we created was an hourglass shape. An hourglass shape has an inside cut. So why is that important? Users, whether they be male or female, but specifically a female customer, you tend to have maybe a longer nail. And what's nice about this, it's so easy to open. And we've done it on all three sides. It also gives you this beautiful, almost eyeliner around the product, around the screen with that beautiful gold. So it is a product that is engineered to be better. It's designed to be unique, but it's very thought through so that it actually has a great experience. Now we bring that to the next level. Remember I told you we're 4th generation on Spectre X360. Spectre X360 has been probably one of the most exciting areas or platforms that we've ever worked on. And what's nice about this is we continue to refine the design. You notice that it has a little bit more edge to it than its predecessor. We wanted to streamline the form. We really wanted it to have a beauty to it. So whether you look at the copper mash or the silver, it is also an opportunity to bring a new color into the mix. The rose gold, but it's not just a average rose, it's a pale rose gold. It is very, very, almost gender neutral in many ways as far as the color we selected. And what we've been able to do with it is a beautiful, exquisite finish with diamond edge cuts even through the hinges to kind of give it a little bit more focus. And remember I talked to you about experience? This is a quad core system. So you're talking about something where you're bringing the highest performance into a piece that is so beautiful and so precious as far as materials. The sides on it, for those of you in the room, the sides on it are actually machine cut. We had to develop a new process. So just a silver aluminum is easy to do. But when you want to talk about multiple finishes, this is very hard. So when we cut this, CNC cut this, we dip it and we color it in the rose gold. Then we actually come back and we machine it off again, and then it's put back into the anodization tank to get another finish here. We call it dual anodization, and it's a process that we invented, we perfected, and as far as the overall design, down to the detail of even the speaker grill. so that it has a lace-like pattern, working with our partners at Bang & Olufsen to really achieve something special.
最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。チャンネル登録の方もできればお願いいたします。